Alright, addicts, second video to get through. A couple other trades, non-price pattern related, support bounces, resistance bounces, and stocks I'm watching for breakouts. We'll start with bearish trades first, since that seems to be the smaller list. PF Chang's, which was the trade we looked at right back here a couple weeks ago. Lower highs, lower lows. Turned out to be a pretty fascinating trade. Well, it's setting up for another lower high, so I'm watching to get into this guy. Maybe at the end of today. I think I like today as maybe a potential entry point. So PF Chang's looking to ride that one down to the next lower high. ASFI, you can see also the double bottom retested and holding right here at 40. Or did I say double bottom? I meant double top. I'm sure you all picked that up. You guys are smart people. Coming up, retesting that old support as new resistance. It turns down from this, and I'm looking to get into a trade to the downside, another low risk entry point. So if you missed this one, maybe, or if you're in it, a chance to add. Who knows? ASFI, know about it. COH, Coach. I don't know. You could look at this as kind of an inverse head and shoulders. Yes, I know. But if it holds this neckline and it starts to turn down, which today doesn't look like really good evidence of that, maybe this is a chart pattern to the upside, maybe an inverse head and shoulders. You can see a shoulder here, quick shoulder here, a head right here. Or, who knows, if this holds and it starts to turn lower, you might be able to take it down to prior lows, maybe at 46 or so. So either way, I think you got a good trade unfolding here in Coach. Next, MDRX. Holding this gap pretty well. Today it's starting to turn up, though. Yeah, that's a tough thing about doing this only every Tuesday. Is on Thursday, when this was a great trade, it doesn't look as hot right now. But if it comes up and maybe retests 25 and it still holds that gap, maybe that's another opportunity to get involved in a trade. Or you can skip it altogether. Avalon Bay. I noticed somebody else talking about this on my blog today, but this was also on my radar this week, again, for that retest of this neckline of 125, which is a magic number for a lot of stocks right now, 125. If it holds here, another good entry point for stocks that are likely to continue on downward, what I think for, we have weeks to come. So have Avalon Bay. If you're in this one, don't be emotional. Look at that. It's, even though it went higher intraday, it's still holding 125. Know about it. Be patient, okay? Let's go on to some stocks I'm waiting for breakouts on. Coventry, CVH. Holy crap, that's a lot of lines there. Maybe a little bit of a triangle, not a really consistent resistance or support line, but anyway, I'm looking for a breakout of 60 on this guy. It's a great stock. I think it provides a good opportunity if it breaks resistance. Next, Lamar Advertising, stock I was hot on last year. I can't believe where all these lines come from. Somebody must break into my profit charts, I swear. But watch for a breakout of this guy. Really good kind of a, I don't know what you want to call it, not much of a pattern, but anyway. Keep an eye for a breakout of 66 or so. Good resistance there, and if the stock breaks, I think it has a chance to do one of these again. What else do we have? Running behind. PWR. Good upward trend, true. If I zoom into the 6-month, just kind of tracing sideways here. Some might call this a flag. You might call it a rectangle. Whatever you call it. Wait for a breakout of 30, and it's a good, consistently upward trending stock, not very volatile, so if you're looking for the big trade, it's not going to be it. This is just a good consistent trend here. ARLP, this is it's turning down a little bit today. I looked at this as maybe kind of a flag that broke out of here on Friday, and down a little bit today, but what, 10 cents. So look at it from this perspective, from 40 up to 43, another 3-point movement, and the closer you get it to 43, the easier it is to manage your risk. So yes, I am bullish on this, even though today it's down a dime. GILD, same thing, just kind of a nice little channel here. Looking for a bounce and hopefully a breakout above 84 within, hopefully by the end of the week. We'll see how it pans out though. EPIQ. Same thing, Friday, short-term flag break. Down a little bit today, pulling back a little bit. Yeah, not a big deal. I still like this as an overall just good upward trending stock. And that's what it is. So, I don't know, if you don't like the entry point, maybe you wait a little while. Bearish, CYMI. Still waiting for this guy. It's just getting closer and closer to 40, but it won't do it. Pretty soon I'm going to dismiss this guy altogether, but Cymer, a break below 40 would really, really make me happy. MicroStrategy, MSTR. I don't know, maybe a little bit of a pennant going on here. After a nice gap downward, I think the stock's going to struggle to go any higher. I think it's more likely to go lower. So once it breaks below 100, I think it has some legs to run. SCSS. Yeah, I probably got to zoom out for this one. Yeah, 2-year chart, you can see a lot of support going on through here at 17. So now that you see that, you can see there's good potential for this thing to test some lows. So keep an eye on it. It's getting really, really close to 17. I know it really wants to break it. Bright Family, this was on the list from last week. No break yet, but just, you know, realize that it's still there. Still asking to have some puts bought on it when it breaks below support at 36. All right, so bullish stocks. I'm going to sum up most of the refiners here. You can see Chevron pulling back to support in a good upward trend. I think provides a pretty good entry point here pretty soon. I looked at XTO in the last video, but you can see Valero, nice little pullback in an upward trend. OIS, same thing. All the energy stocks are really showing great entry signals. WFT, Weatherford, nice pullback, maybe a little too much. I don't know. There's still some good support right through here. These ones I'm going to have to move fast. CRS, Carpenter Technology, same thing. Upward trend, we're right at support. RDC, there we go. Much better. Again, pull back in a nice upward trend. Support. BE Aerospace, the BEAV back on the radar. Look at that guy just sitting there, turning up. Looks great. Goldman, great opportunity for Goldman fans today. Good bounce yesterday, up again today. Got to have some Goldman if you like financials. IBM, yeah, same thing. So kind of a support bounce here. Nice little retracement. Starting to move. Have it on your radar. OMG, pullback, support, retesting this old horizontal level, maybe turning higher. Either way, looks good. MLM, if you miss this thing, again, it's getting pretty close to support, so it's easier to manage risk here. You're maybe about 4 or 5 points off of it. Great trade, I know. It keeps running. Potash, great entry in Potash today, or Friday, I guess. But you know, here you are, kind of a long-term support level, you know, generally getting close to that, turning higher. Gotta love this stock. U.S. Steel, if you missed it, right at support still, not looking too bad. Let's see, SWR. Uh-oh. Okay, not recognized. Let's try LRW. Okay, let's try LRW. There we go. Pull back to this old pennant that I was watching a little while ago, and starting to turn back upward today. Looks good. MSM, nice little pullback to retest that old high, and it's bouncing and setting another 52-week high today. It's been a stock we've been pretty hot on. Sun Hydraulics, you have this on your radar. This stock just won't stop going down. It's another good one. I got to wrap this up. Let's just look at one more. I still got like 20 on this list, but there's so many stocks out there bouncing off support. Get a few things on your radar. I got to cut this short because I'm getting pretty close to the end here. But so this was part 2. Hopefully there's a couple bullish and bearish ideas. Some stocks are watching for breakouts, but this is my watch list, and it's a story. I'm sticking to it. So if you're catching this on YouTube, visit me at optionaddict.blogspot.com.